All right. Here's another black and white deck that I love. This is my 13, my lucky 13. I think today is the 13th, Friday the 13th. It's always been an awesome day for me, always. All right, let's see what we got here. Now this guidebook is, it's a little different. This has more than one language. Spanish, English, French, German, and Portuguese, but, you know, on the card it only has 4. I'm assuming that Portuguese and Spanish are kind of overlapping there. I think Portuguese is a beautiful language. I like Spanish too, but one of the great things about watching MMA is you get to hear the fighters speak Portuguese. You know, actual Portuguese. This has some layouts in it. All right, so the print is not terribly, you know, for you older crone-like folks. I've tested this out for you. I'm saying try to find a way to either produce this in a larger print for yourself, maybe scan it in and create a PDF with a bigger font. Interestingly enough, with all of this ER lighting that I have today, I'm not having a problem reading this at all. You know, it'd be funny if I went in for my eye appointment and they just go, bitch, just carry a flashlight, okay? Nobody can read in poor lighting. I can actually read this in all of the lighting that's up, which is a ridiculous amount. Anyway, listen, it's multilingual, so that was nice of them to do that. Well, probably not nice, probably more profitable, but listen, let's not let cynicism take over today. Let's just appreciate the gift of multilingual tarot guides. Here's my Fool, El Loco. I'll have to check again. Ah, I was almost out of the thing there. Here's a star. There's my skull. Here's death. I think what I like the most about these cards is that there's like some underlying themes in all of these cards. Like, for instance, here it looks like a cello, right? Just remember that. Remember I said that. Because a couple of these other cards have this cello theme running through it. I'm kind of interested why that is. I love this one, the star. It's just so beautiful. All of the art is beautiful. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Chronicles of Riddick. I don't know if you've seen it. If you haven't, it's a, you know, it's entertaining. Look at the Knave of Pentacles having the worst day ever. Here are the Lovers, which I don't even think those are human. They look like 2 microphones. Here's Judgment. Somebody's walking the plank there. Here's the Empress. Here's another one I love. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that, whatever that headpiece is there. Just gorgeous. Here again, here, a little bit of a theme here. Looks like a ballerina. This is the moon. Looks like a ballerina there. So there's some, you know, classical music theme like this one. Look. Looks like a cello. A cello or some very sad kidneys. Emperor. El Diablo. Knight of Wands. King of Wands. Looks like he showed up at the battlefield waiting for the buffet to start. Knave of Swords. Also, by the way, don't be alarmed at the coloring of my fingers. I'm not having a cardiac event. In this lighting, apparently, my pale blue Scottish is coming out, as Billy Connolly used to say. There's Justice. She's like, bitch, I will cut you. The Hermit. Pretty neat. It's also fun to see how other languages word that. El Mago. Look at him. You know he's sneaking. King of Swords. Now, this is a new one from the Hangman. I was trying to figure out exactly what about this is a hangman. And then I got pulled into staring at the headdress for, I don't know, 30 or more seconds and forgot my original question. It's a very distracting deck. You have to think about maybe some note cards or something. Look at that. It's amazing. Temper's not having a good day. Looks like somebody got her in the solar plexus there. Knight of Swords. And this deck here, I think this is why I don't really refer to it as a she or a he. Because, like, listen, these are card decks, okay? Like, I name them just to keep it straight for myself. But also because it's fun. We're spending a lot of time together. The least you could do, you know, is let them know they're on your team. That's just how I see it. I think the reason why this deck is, I don't refer to it as a he or a she, is because it's androgynous. Like, you can't really tell if that's a male or a female. Like, a female can't be a knight. Well, of course. I dig it. Here's another one. I think this might be one of my favorite cards. The cello again. The cello or some super angry kidneys. Also, that's where your psoas are. It's PSOAS, if you want to look up more about how your upper torso is connected to your lower torso. But, you know, that's the cello. It looks like a cello. So that's really interesting. King of Pentacles. Pissed off the hairdresser that day, apparently. Queen of Pentacles. Knave of Wands. That's another intricate card that I found myself staring at for way too long. And then your minors. Make room for the minors. These are functional and they're repeated. These designs are repeated in various permutations, but like, who thinks of using some sort of like, oh, what was that? The dark crystal or whatever. Who thinks of using a skull for wands? Well, Nekro does, apparently. Pretty neat, right? I was excited to see how they, what are those things called? Hourglass. How they used hourglasses for the cups. Pretty neat. It's, you know, it's the minor leagues, baby. So that was the 13 Tarot by Nekro. Love this deck. Also easy to handle, narrow, you know. I just got to be more careful. Although I will say, I think complete immobilization of injuries, probably a mistake. My hands do feel a little better when I'm using them gently, which is a hard thing for me to do.